They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. 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 They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. 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 Eat the cat.
This is a rat
Eat
burger.
the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the
Not
cat.
bad.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Matter of fact, it's the best burger I've had in years.
What did you eat?
That was awesome.
What's
I guess
going
it
on,
answers the
everybody?
age-old question of who let the dogs out.
Yeah. So they're eating the cats, and they're eating the dogs,
I mean,
and that's not what you're supposed to eat.
I had it every time I went to a China buffet, so I think I'm good.
This is gonna end
I was
up
going to
being
say,
one of those.
I've been to Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've been in Chinese buffets. Pretty sure I've eaten cat at some point or another, but
Right.
I mean, is this gonna be a thing where it's gonna be like does the taco fold? Do you fold the taco and eat it, or do you like tilt head? Do cats go on burgers?
Hey.
Oh.
The age-old debate.
Demolition Man. I mean, if you can have a rat burger, I don't see why you can't have a cat burger.
No, but the real question is not whether or not it's a cat burger. It's is dog for burgers and cat is for like tacos. Is cat for? Is that
that's
like
gonna be it. Dogs? Yeah, the dogs go on burgers and cats go on tacos. That's a good one.
It's the new
Or vice
chorizo.
versa. Neither. You don't eat dogs. I've heard that if you eat dog, the dogs can smell it, and then they won't ever trust you again.
Really?
Screw cats. I don't know if they.
Who the hell are you
Yeah.
hanging out with that has an opinion on something like
It was
that?
Alex Jones. I'm almost positive.
Oh, I believe him.
Or maybe Tim Pool. I don't know.
Anything
One
that
of
coms
them.
out of Alex Jones' mouth is pure gold, and I believe it 100%.
Yeah,
It's 110% about dogs and eating dogs.
reptilians. Yeah, and frogs. The frogs,
Right?
So we're here to talk about, a lighter topic than what's been going on in the news, and that is food.
Yay!
What to do? What do you do with food? The food debate, right? And I've got a couple that were kind of interesting to me that I was thinking about last week, and then working at a school and asking people like, "What do you think about this?" Getting some interesting responses. So,
Okay.
without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share the first item on tonight's list: pineapple pizza.
Yep. I
Does
think we
pineapple
all know
go-
where to stand on this.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Pineapple on pizza. Definitely.
Pineapple-
Exactly right. Pineapple on pizza is the most disgusting ever. You
It's-
started off that sentence exactly right.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good. I agree with pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza is awesome.
It's
You are
like
both
anchovies
monsters. On your maybe if it's a cat pizza, is this like
pineapple and
possum
cat.
pie?
That sounds
Wow.
pretty good.
Just
If it tastes like
pineapple.
Chinese,
Dude,
only
it's
if
so
they do it the
good.
way with teriyaki sauce.
It's sweet and juicy, mixing with the salty and savory. Oh, God, dude, how could you go wrong?
Or do you put
Is cat
gerbil on
savory?
pizza?
Is that how you
Yeah,
describe
savory.
cat meat?
It's
Mmm,
gerbil.
delicioso. Well, of course, there's the pineapple on pizza debate. That's a weird one because I never thought pineapple on pizza was that bad. And there's so much more that they're doing now with pizza. And I always thought anchovies on pizza was kind of gross until I started to eat, until I tried it. Now it's something I
good.
have to eat at least once a year. I have to have an anchovy pizza. And I'll go to CC's and have them hand me a little tray. They won't cook it. They will not cook it. Everyone will leave the restaurant if they cook it. But they have it.
I've seen this happen firsthand, by the way, because this is literally does that.
And it's I love it, man. You got to have an anchovy pizza.
My dad's a weird fucker, man. So when you get a pizza, there's already so much sodium, right? And for some godforsaken reason, he goes and gets the salt shaker and starts pouring salt on top of his pizza.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that kind of. I've never heard that before.
I've never heard of anybody doing that.
Dude, just throw some anchovies on it if you want some more sodium. You're good.
Yeah,
that's
that's
actually
exactly
pretty
what they
good.
do. They salt it. Yeah.
And that's why I'm wondering: does sour cream go with the anchovies on pizza?
Absolutely not.
It does.
No, now you're going
It's
into
actually
dangerous
really good.
territory. I can't
Just
follow
like-
you.
Just like sour cream and caviar.
Yeah, that kind of leads me down the path of like, do you put artichoke on there too? Because that kind of goes
Right?
artichoke or one of those green things that people put on pizza sometimes.
That's the thing. Pizza, you can put almost anything on a pizza. And point in case,
Cat.
Dude, it's a
strawberry kiwi bacon pizza.
The fuck are you talking about? That's not a pizza. That's a travesty.
I don't know, man.
Is what it
I've
is.
never actually tried this one. I just saw it recently, and I'm like, that. I don't know. I might be able to.
Kiwis. Name one food that you eat that contains kiwis.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
And
Bullshit.
tres
When was the
leches-
last time you ate a kiwi?
Tres leches cake, and that comes with kiwi on it, right?
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you get a good
fair
one.
enough. Fair enough.
I love kiwis.
They don't grow those in Mexico, so I really don't see you getting a tray, or an actual tres leche cake in Mexico with a kiwi.
Well, no,
I'll let
I'm
you
not
have
gonna.
this-
I get it from HEB.
I'll let you have this pizza right here, but that fucking bay leaf, that little basil leaf, needs to get the fuck out of there.
That needs to go. Too many vegetables.
That's
on
where you
pizza.
draw the line. You're like basil.
That's right.
Oh, that's like taco pizza. Now, depending on where you go, a taco pizza varies widely. Like CC's taco pizza is not. That's literally just like a lettuce and hot sauce pizza with maybe like tomato bits. I don't know.
My favorite
Yeah,
Ever
pizza
try that,
is definitely the margarita pizza. No, you can't beat that, dude.
dude? This could be a margarita pizza.
No, it
Like
cannot.
this one.
What? No.
Where's your
What?
provolone?
If you
This
could put
thing right here?
pineapple- Yeah, if you could put a pineapple on a pizza,
You can't.
you can put strawberries and kiwi and bacon on a pizza.
You can,
Nope.
but you can't call it a margarita pizza.
What's on a margarita pizza? Limes?
Well, it depends on what trash can are you serving this out of.
Limes are just almost disgusting on just about
Slices
everything.
of provolone
Limes
over
are
lightly
disgusting.
doused sauce.
Say that again,
Maybe
Jake?
with maybe with a little bit of pesto and olive oil.
Well, pesto and olive oil, I heard that, but what was the other part?
Oh, provolone slices and then just light sauce.
That's a margarita pizza? What's margarita-ish about that?
You serve it with a
It
margarita.
requires a margarita to wash that whole damn thing down.
Now, that's something I could get behind. They need to make a martini pizza in that sense.
I was just gonna say, cheers to that.
Yeah,
What would
I
a teeny pizza look like?
I should have made myself a martini. After today, I should have made a martini before
Extra
I came
dirty.
on. But I'm doing everybody a favor by not
Of
doing that.
Of course, on the pizza, then there'd be nothing but olives.
I'll save it for Dojo's show. I'll save the vodka for Dojo.
Anyone watching this after the fact, tune in for that one. It'll be a fun one.
Yeah, I don't think
It'll
it'll be
be
on this
doubling
week.
down on the drinking.
It'll be next week on Dojo Kun's channel,
Yeah, we're free this week,
Dojo Kun Comics, and Incendiary on Wednesday nights.
and I mean free.
All right, what's the next one? And I don't want to breach them too fast, but this next one, perfect. This is the good one right here. This is the one that I was actually kind of thinking about. And there's a reason I was trying to figure out what order a burger goes in. But on top of when we can get into what goes on a burger here in a minute, but there's a bigger question that needs to be answered. In what order do you put the ingredients of a burger? Because in my opinion, this is the way to do it, except I would, originally I was going to say swap the onion tomatoes with the lettuce, swap those two. But honestly, this actually looks like a pretty legit burger right here.
No, this is some AI bullshit.
Wait a
Is
minute.
what this is. This thing is completely wrong.
The bacon needs to go on top of the cheese.
Yes, it does.
And
For starters.
Now, okay, there's and I'm going to come back to this picture, but stacking it all wrong. Here we go again with this. This is like the aesthetically pleasing picture of a burger, right?
Still got it wrong, but they're closer.
I was asking some people, in what order do you put stuff on a burger? And I've gotten 50-50 on meat, cheese, on top of the vegetables. I didn't even grab any pictures, but if you Google it, it's like
Good.
50-50.
You shouldn't have pictures of that. That would be
I'm
a
not
travesty.
spreading-
You're saving people.
I'm not going to spread misinformation on this channel. Go to AlexJonesInfowars.com.
So where do you put the cat?
Okay, yeah, right. The cat goes somewhere above. I don't know. The thumbnail did a pretty good job explaining.
So the cat has to touch the bottom bun. That's a rule because you want the fatness and the juices to soak into the bottom bun. You want the grease to soak into the bottom bun, and then after that, you put on your toppings. But get lettuce the fuck out of there because that doesn't do anything.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Lettuce and tomato and onion have a very strong reason for being on a burger. Aside from it lightening up the burger.
What taste does lettuce give you?
Well, the taste is not so much. It's airy. It's light. It kind of adds. It's like a filler.
It gives it a crunch.
It gives it a crunch.
It gives it crispness.
That's the tomato and the onion. You got a crunch from your tomato and the onion.
The crunch.
What kind of fucking tomatoes do you eat, Jake?
Yeah, dude. Do you like
crunchy tomatoes?
They're not always ripe.
The onions give it a crunch, but they actually have a flavor profile too that kind of helps.
Well, what about your dip? What about your pickles? Pickles.
Oh, that's a good one.
Exactly. Those belong in the trash can next to the table.
No,
bun,
sandwich.
Bun, maybe mustard or ketchup. Not both. You never do both. Never. Mm-mm. Everyone agrees. And then you would go pickles, and then I would say probably onions, tomato, lettuce, bacon, cheese, like patty, and then maybe mayonnaise or something on the bottom. That's how I would stack a burger. Some people think you flip that completely. And I'm like, what world are you living on? How are you supposed to eat that? Everything would slide off.
I don't know what fucking rock they go to get their hamburgers, but they can just get right on back to Australia and fuck off.
Even in this picture.
It's not right.
The lettuce and tomatoes would literally, like with there's nothing holding on to that top half of the burger. So that lettuce and the tomato and onion is going to slide right off.
Yep, whole top half's going right on the table.
Never going to eat that thing.
Does the bottom of this picture have mayo and bacon under the burger?
Yeah, the bacon's under the patty. That's disgusting. And that's not dumb. Mayo. That's some weird, I don't know what
that's not provolone.
That might be some kind of sauce, special sauce. But
like a chipotle? Did they get all fancy and get a chipotle sauce on the bottom bun?
Possibly, but that's like an orangish color, isn't it? This is yellow. Maybe old mayonnaise.
You only do that if you're trying to hide the flavor of that Walmart version burger you just bought.
You know what it is? It's homemade mayonnaise. That's what it's got to be. That looks like homemade mayonnaise to me.
Or they mix their ketchup and mayonnaise together.
Tell me that's heavy on the man.
That's why it's all. You see, if you were to put the patty on the top. Then when you bite into that burger, you're biting into lettuce, tomato, and onion. And then whatever gooey like stuff you put on the bottom.
The bottom is going to be soggy as shit.
Yeah, and it's going to be soggy. You got to put that stuff on top. And the onion and tomato, I think, shows on the very top. That way it tucks into the top bun.
Yep.
Some people disagree with this. I don't know why. It's not rocket science. It's burger science.
Some people eat blood sausage.
I mean, people do eat some weird stuff, myself included.
I mean, just pepper that shit. You're good.
Now, me and Stanley were arguing the other day. Ketchup. What was it? Ketchup and mayonnaise?
Yeah.
What
mayonnaise or mustard on a burger? And I only say mustard because of Whataburger. They're the only reason I think that's a solid argument. Mayonnaise or mustard. Ketchup, no.
Ketchup goes on.
I've got all kinds of bad things to say. No.
Ketchup goes on there before you put mustard on a burger.
Ketchup goes on a burger like pineapple goes on a pizza.
If ketchup gets on the burger, it's not because I made it. It's because I ordered it and it came with it. If I'm making the burger at home, it's going to be mustard or Kinder's black cherry chipotle.
That sounds kind of good right there.
Sounds pretty good. Or raspberry chipotle or something. But actually, babe, what would you put on a burger with the raspberry chipotle sauce?
Provolone cheese,
bacon,
prime rib burger patty.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
See, you're talking some artistry there. That's finer stuff than whatever this is.
You know why? Because I give a damn about you guys. That's why.
And then in that case, just like a what are those? A patty melt. You could ditch the lettuce, tomatoes, not
Definitely.
the onions. The onions you'd have to grill, and that's the other thing. Where would you put the onions in the when you grill them? They have to go on the very top.
The
Or
grilled
top of
onions,
the
I say,
cheese.
have to go on top of the meat, and then they have the melted cheese hold it in place.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
that. Yeah, diced onions.
yeah.
Yes, caramelized.
Diced onions, good. Yeah, caramelized
Well,
100%.
What about diced lettuce and onions? Though I love Whataburgers, they're like my favorite burger. Well, they're up there as far as fast food goes. They're my favorite, but chopping lettuce and lettuce and onions is dumb. That's a dumb move, Whataburger.
You keep bringing lettuce
gotta
into the
fix that.
conversation, and it needs to leave the building.
I like lettuce and tomato. It fills it. It gives it. I don't know. I don't feel so bad when I'm eating it. It's like I'm eating my veggies. I can say,
Dude,
I'm
you
like,
put lettuce on there, Jake. You don't understand. You got lettuce on this thing. All of a sudden, you have a handful of salad.
yes, and it makes you feel good about yourself.
That's a man salad.
All the rest, you're like, oh, this is so delicious, but I'm eating salad as well. So would you put ranch on a burger?
Sesame seeds. Ranch? Fuck no.
Like a chicken burger? Is chicken a
Nope.
burger? Can you make a... That's not a burger. That's a chicken witch.
Yeah.
Sandwich. Or a
I
hot
think it is.
dog.
Yeah, right.
I was looking at some like controversial food debates, and one of them was, and this is stupid, is a hot dog a burger or a sandwich?
I've
No.
seen that.
Well, it's not a
Or
sandwich.
is it a taco?
I wouldn't even put it in taco. It's a hot dog. That's it. It's a hot dog.
There
and
is
bun.
a solid argument to be made for a hot dog being a hamburger.
How? What is that?
Piece of meat between two bread buns.
Yeah,
As
but
simple
that's
as it gets. Like on the
a
most
sandwich.
foundational, atomic level,
But
a
that's
hot
a
dog
sandwich.
is a piece of meat between
that's a-
two buns.
If that's
No,
a burger,
no,
then what's
no,
what's
because a sandwich isn't between buns; it's slices of bread. There is a difference.
Okay, all right. Well, a hot dog's
So
not in between.
Are you cutting
two
the hot
buns.
dog in half to where you can fold it out onto the burger pad, onto the burger bun, or
Yeah,
are you
that's
just,
I guess if you're
He's
weird,
considering a hot dog bun a burger bun. They're two separate.
I am playing
things.
devil's advocate on this, but
You're wrong.
what I'm saying is that there is a solid argument to be made for a hot dog being a hamburger. Like,
And
what's
then-
your reasoning that it's not?
And then you get off the short bus, and nobody will argue with you about it anymore.
how about the
But-
names hamburger and hot dog?
All right.
Yeah, okay, but that goes back to
It's
what he
not
was saying.
ham-
What if you put chicken or cat on that thing? Now it's
A chicken.
is it still a hamburger? There's
And
no
what's the
ham
difference
on it.
between a hoagie and a po' boy? There's got to be a difference. I don't know. When it comes into that kind of, I didn't work at that deli. I made paninis.
I'm betting it has something racist to do with Italians.
Probably.
Like, what's the difference between a panini and a sandwich? What is a sandwich?
A little penny.
Is it the bread? I don't know.
In po' boy, like the Kraut thing, isn't that a Cajun dish? The po' boy.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's where it used to be, I guess, where you put all the poor food, like
Po' boy. Shouldn't that be shrimp? Shouldn't that be a
the
shrimp
poor
sandwich?
food.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
like
like
baked shrimp heads.
Or in the Cajun, it's not a po' boy, but what is that? Boudin. Boudin was
Mhm.
like all the cheap stuff you put into like these sausage balls and rice.
That's why you have to pronounce it like you don't know how to talk.
Jambalaya.
Yeah, Boudin's pretty badass though. I love Boudin. All
Well,
right.
yeah, if you get it in Texas and
So
people are like
burger-
serving it to you like it's soul food.
Well, working in the oil field, we had guys going to Louisiana all the time. They bring me like legit Boudin.
They didn't get it from the docks.
No, they got it from.
You know
like,
what I mean? They
got
they
it from
got
New
it from
Orleans.
like the nice restaurant in New Orleans. Like they didn't go to the backwoods
Yeah.
place for it.
No, you're right about that. It was the fancy Boudin. This is like going
And
into
that's cool. I got nothing against that.
going to like a yacht club and being like, "I'll have the po' boy." It's like that's an oxymoron who goes there for a po' boy. So hot dogs are not burgers or sandwiches any more than like a taco's a burger or sandwich. It's a hot dog. You put sauerkraut on a hot dog? I do.
Are you using a corn tortilla or a flour tortilla? Because we can make a cake.
Corn.
Corn, flour is
I'm
delicious, but corn
Hard
is
on corn.
is
There
the
we go.
real deal right there.
Good man. My family's about the flour tortillas, and I think they're animal.
Yeah, that is. I mean, a soft taco with flour tortilla can be pretty good, but that's what you put breakfast on.
Yeah.
You know what's good? You want to have a really good soft taco with like the flour tortilla? You get yourself 3 of the corn tortilla ones, and you eat the first the first taco with the corn tortilla, and you're like, yeah, it's a good taco. And then you eat the soft one, the flour, the soft teeth tortilla one. And then as the third and fourth taco, you cleanse your palate with the corn tortilla taco, and you will feel much more satisfied with those 2 tacos than you did even that first.
You know what? I have completely been missing the chat. We got Texas Beast in here. He says,
What up,
making me hungry. Me too, man. Although I got barbecue in the fridge, so I'll probably be eating that. Grant McIntosh, what's going on, man? We are eating all kinds of shit, and man, I got some stuff on this list that is going to be interesting. They need a diner specializing in hot dogs and catfish sandwiches, dogs and cats. That's right. That's pretty good.
Sold.
Yeah, dude, I'll go there. That's funny. And what about bugs? They're going to be putting that in. Well, they're already
throw some anchovies on top of that.
Yeah, Texas Beast. They need to give me a head, not feed my head. What were we talking about?
Well, okay then.
Yeah,
I think we're talking about New Orleans.
Peter, is that on the menu for tonight?
No, not on this menu. I like them both. All right, here we go. The next one on the list. Oh, you're stacking it wrong. Okay, here we go. French fries. And this is a broader topic when it comes to like sweet and salty, but French fries in a milkshake?
Every day.
No way. That's gross. I mean, I can see that it could taste good, but it's just you don't do that. It defiles a milkshake a good French fry.
Have you ever dipped your Wendy's fries in the Wendy's Frosty?
I tried it, and I was like, meh. It wasn't good enough for me to get all on board with it.
You got the wimpy fries then. You got the little soggy fries that didn't give the
I got Wendy's fries.
The little limp fries?
Yeah, they're called Wendy's fries, guys.
The little Edie fries?
What about chicken? I'm looking at this picture and I see chicken, and now I'm like, you might as well put chicken in that thing, right?
So this is my take on this right here. I have a short. I'll keep this short. I'll keep it brief. But I've got a historical story about this. Peter used to work at Sonic when we were younger.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I go pulling up there. I'm like right out of high school, like first semester of college. I go pulling up to the Sonic, thinking I'm going to get myself a nice free strawberry shake. And Peter's like, "Hey, I got you, bro." And he brings me out this strawberry shake, and it's all decked out. He's got the whipped cream like stacked freaking high, looking good. He's got some sprinkles and shit on there. And I go take a drink of it, and it's got a little, delicious pink, like it's got veins of pink in it, stirred into it. And I take a drink out of it. I'm like, man, I've not tasted a strawberry shake like this before. It's got like flavor to it that I wasn't prepared for. It's got a little salty, little savory to it that I wasn't expecting. Like the flavor profile of this was a little different.
The Cool Whip and the sprinkles on top.
Yeah, with the Cool Whip and the sprinkles and the veins of red flowing through it. So he's like, I invented this. This is going to be the new thing. It's a hamburger shake.
No, it's a meat shake.
A meat shake. I'm sorry, it's a meat shake. So what you mixed hamburger into the shake, then you put whipped cream on top and hot dogs.
Amber, I saw him pulling up, so I was like, I'm going to make him a milkshake. And I ran to the kitchen. I was like, guys, I need a bunch of patties and I need a bunch of hot dogs. And they cooked them up. And then I mixed it all, blended it all together, and made a meat
thank
shake.
God it was cooked. I thought it was raw. Yeah, they put whipped cream on top, and he sprinkled bacon bits on top of that, just as like a cellar.
It actually wasn't that horrible, but Texas Beast says that he's
it was
done it and finished it. It's like bacon candy bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's not as good as bacon candy bars. What is JITB? JITB has some purple shake now. What is JITB?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. Oh, that's right. I was thinking the Grimace shake from McDonald's. So
purple shake, is that something you get from the alley behind
Filipino sweet potato? Right. Like a sweet potato is not good enough. You got to get a Filipino sweet potato.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jack in the Box. Like I literally went like 15 years without eating it because I went to a concert And then I ate Jack in the Box afterwards and just threw up everywhere.
Oh.
And then moving up here to Waco, I've tried it a couple of times. I'm just not a big fan of Jack in the Box. Not the Jack.
Well, you broke the rule. You know, after every concert, it's Waffle House.
Ooh, good call
Ooh,
on
that
that.
would have been good. Or Denny's, man. I like Denny's.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Back then, you could get the cappuccinos or the coffees or whatever.
Yes. Yeah,
Refills.
the never-ending cappuccino thing.
Yeah, all night
Dude,
long, man.
be fried at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Just
You make a list. You got to go there and make lists. That's what we used to do. We go to Denny's at like 9 o'clock at night or 8.
yeah. You know what we haven't done in a while is
or
made a
after the
list.
bar. I know.
We should go to Denny's.
Yeah, we should go to Denny's on a weekday. And we'll put on our thinking caps. We got to make a list, man, because Denny's, you go there after the bar, so you're nice and drunk, and then you just stay up till fucking sunrise, making a list of favorite movies, favorite whatever, and then you end up just making a list of every movie you've ever seen.
And they're all. You look at it the next day, and you're just like,
What the hell
"What is wrong with me? What am I doing with my life?"
Yeah, it does make you question what you're doing with your life. But it's fun. Good fun. I suggest every college student try it.
How do you think this podcast got started? A Denny's list.
Dipping fries in milkshakes, I say it's meh. I say just don't defile
Let me ask you
your
this.
milkshake.
Would you stir your milk with a French fry? You going to drink your milk with a French fry? What if that milk was really cold?
Right?
Would you stir it with a French fry?
Yeah, Jake, would you?
No, because we all know that French fry would break before it even got halfway across.
If it's one of those limp Wendy's French fries.
That's right. You need a Burger King French fry for that shit.
Oh yeah, that is some sturdy
Fucking
fries.
straight up gas station potato wedge.
Right?
Yeah. Oh man, potato wedges are good. You wouldn't put a potato wedge in a milkshake.
No, not
Do
at
you
all.
go get like your morning, like you get like a little chocolate milk from the gas station and dip your potato wedge in there? Speaking of milk, there was another one that I'm not going to bring up, but I'll just mention it here. Milk and cereal, which goes in the bowl first? Obviously, cereal. Cereal's got to go in there first. Who puts
I'm not
milk
that much
in the
of a
bowl?
bad man. It's cereal first.
Yeah, you have to. Why? I don't even know why that was on the list, but I thought I'd
So-
mention it.
Anybody watching this after the fact, if we're no longer live and you're watching this, leave a comment down below as to whether or not you put cereal in the bowl before your milk, or are you a monster?
Or anything else. Yeah, right. If you're a monster, make sure to mention that you're a monster if you do milk first. Because
I want to know which short bus you're riding.
You're probably the guy who puts the milk in, then the cereal, and then you eat the cereal and you dump the milk out in the sink.
Yeah, like, do you drive yourself to work?
Like, what's the point of even adding milk in there at that point?
Whether or not you wear a helmet on the bus, I want you to hit like and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave comments. What's your What's your weird? What is a
Cheers.
If we miss any, which I'm sure we will. There's always one that we miss, but make sure to add. Tell us your thoughts on all of this.
Speaking of the cereal, just before you do that, real quick, I got one for you, a quick one. Carl, a good friend of mine growing up, used to do. Now he would pour it into the bowl before the milk, but he would do popcorn and then pour milk on it, or I think he even did soda on popcorn. Anybody else ever even heard of that?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, so this is unanimous. Carl, you're gross.
Yeah, Carl.
This one's
gross.
Eighth grade, Carl, you're gross. I'm
That's
sorry.
totally gross.
Where did he grow
Also,
up at?
well,
He's a cotton picker.
I mean, there's some weirdos out there. I knew a guy who used to pour Coca-Cola. He wouldn't get Diet Coke or nothing. He'd get Coca-Cola and pour it on Cheerios. Not like even Honey Nut Cheerios, just regular old Cheerios.
Did he eat that with a plastic spoon? A spork?
Yeah. We also stuffed all his paychecks under my couch. weirdest roommate ever. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he lived in my closet.
And then he lived in my closet when you moved out. Like I moved in, took over, and I had a closet monster when we got it. All right, next up on this list, because this is just gross, and I got to get it out of my sight. Ketchup on a steak.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
What
I
is
agree
this,
with
France?
that. This is disgusting, and I don't know how this is a thing.
If you are in Nevada and you're doing like a Nevada steak, I understand it. I get it. Your steak sucks. Bury it in ketchup. But dude, this is Texas.
I
Like,
couldn't
we
even
do
bring
steak.
myself to use a real photograph. I had to use an AI
Hey.
image. I'm pretty sure this is
I
AI.
fucking knew it. I was like, that steak is not cooked properly.
Yeah. Well, no, I couldn't even bring myself to put a real image. I just found this, but I didn't. But it looks AI to me.
That's it.
That's
Those-
definitely AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
That-
So
It looks like
is
it came from the
natural.
same site as your little egg-faced demons from the last episode.
Shit. That shit gave me nightmares.
helmet your safety first. Never, ever, ever. If you put ketchup on a steak, what the hell are you doing eating steak? You need to go back and
Yes.
get
They
what's
got
that
oatmeal
other-
for people like you.
What's that imitation steak that you put ketchup on called?
Like
McRib.
Salisbury steak or
No, it's like mixed. It's like beef meat, like a meatloaf. If you put
Oh,
ketchup on
meatloaf.
meatloaf, that's acceptable. But even though there's better ingredients than ketchup to put on a meatloaf, like salsa. Salsa's
So
actually pretty good.
growing up, around third, fourth grade, my family became Seventh-day Adventists, right? And that means you have to go vegetarian, or at least it did in this part of the South.
Ooh,
So
that's
when we
rough.
went to Indiana after our parents divorced, we would go up to Dad's and he would give us his special meatloaf. And this thing had red peppers, green peppers, Tony's Krail seasoning inside of it. And he would cook that shit and then he'd serve it to us. And it was good.
I can see that. I can see that.
Peppers
45
aren't bad in a
minutes
meatloaf.
later, every time, I kid you not, my butt was burning out the hole.
You know,
That does sound like a good loaf. You got me sold on it.
yeah. You know,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like those.
It's not a
those-
meatloaf. It's just a loaf.
You gotta
It's a
love
loaf.
dad recipes. Like when we we went clamming and then we all got paralyzed.
I have nerve damage to this day in my arm. There are parts of my arm that are numb
We
because
went
of some clams that my dad fed us.
Well,
the
I mean, to
fuck?
be fair, we all picked those clams, and it didn't say nothing about no green clams, or there was a red. I forget what was wrong with it. But we
The
used
red
to go-
tide.
The red tide had. It wasn't even during red tide. This was like a week later, and they still had it in them. You're supposed to wait like a month or something.
Yeah.
And so we went clamming and didn't realize there had been a red tide recently. And so we got all these clams. They were just, filtering all that red tide. We made red tide stew. And then we all got paralyzed. Like me and my two brothers, we all got. I remember going, like laying in bed going like, I don't feel so good. Because I love clam stew, man. And like clam chowder. And so I ate a lot of it. And I was just like paralyzed looking at my amplifier going like, I can't move.
He's laying in bed the next day. We wake up in the morning. He's like, Dad, I'm not feeling good. Something's not right. And my dad's like, walk it off, rub some dirt in it. You're going to school. You're not staying home from school.
Yeah.
And then as he's getting ready, the dog is sick because the dog ate some also. And he's like, holy shit, everybody stop what you're doing. We got to take the dog to the vet.
Yeah. Yeah. The dog gets sick and we got to stop everything.
Sounds about right.
E.T. say, ouch, Elliot. Feeling kind of woozy. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of woozy here. Ketchup on a steak is gross. I don't know. Like, I don't even put A1 steak sauce on a steak.
Damn straight. Nothing
You
touches
just
the
eat.
steak.
Nothing touches the steak. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe, but I don't even do that. I barely. Even cook
I
the
do a
bacon.
little.
It's on the fire.
Yeah, mine. I just take a bite out of the guy running around in the backyard. Like I like them on a warm day.
No joke. I went to
Medium
Sirloin
rare.
Stockade, and
Medium rare. I like a little pink. I still want it looking like blood's coming out, but
I went to Sirloin Stockade and went to the chef guy. Said, "I'll have a steak as rare as you'll give it to me," and he just handed me a raw steak. He just handed it to me, and I ate it.
That guy deserves a tip.
No shit. Oh, fuck. I was like, I don't know. I was a teenager. I was like 19 or 20. I didn't have any money. Otherwise, I totally would have tipped him. But I might have even tipped the table, honestly. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. But I ate I ate that one, and then I went back and I was like, can I have another one just a little bit more cooked than that? And then he just put it, he literally just went, and then threw it on my plate. And so it was slightly warm.
Good man. Good man.
I ate that steak. And the third one, I think I did the same thing. He cooked it a little bit longer. I totally threw all that up, man. It was a shameful. I should have just held it in, but man,
can't blame him though because his customer service was on point.
Yeah, that was spot on.
Yeah.
And I bet money it was the best puke of your life.
Yeah. I wanted to eat it again.
Yeah, puke it up to straight steak.
Oddly enough, the same thing happened when I went and had sirloin stockade menudo. They had menudo once, and I dared myself to do it.
That's
said,
awful.
I dare you, and I said, I dare you.
I would never
said,
eat menudo from an American restaurant, especially not like a buffet style restaurant.
Everybody knows you don't eat menudo unless it's been sitting in a crock pot for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and served to you by a little old lady.
Yeah.
The fuck is menudo?
Oh, look it up. It can be really good. If you're drinking, it's like one of the best things. But if you eat the wrong menudo, that's like intestines and corn.
Is it pig or goat? It's
not goat. It's like pig.
It's pig intestines.
It's
pig intestines.
Like, I think
okay.
Moehaf is goat. Moehaf. Yeah, I grew up in South Texas. Tripas and Moehas, best thing ever.
I don't even know what tripas are, but they're kind of
tripas is intestines as well.
Well, that sounds almost exactly how to make blood pudding. I mean, it sounds like the exact same way.
This is not even gourmet. This is like, I don't know what the hell this thing is. What they're trying ketchup. There's no way you can make that gourmet.
Nothing with ketchup. Nothing in the same. Like if there's ketchup on the table, it's not gourmet. There's whatever being handed to you.
There is one steak you might be able to put ketchup on. A 3D printed steak. And it's coming, folks.
Yeah, that's actually already been banned in Florida, and they're fighting it.
Man, I don't ever want to. Walmart looks bad enough.
This steak is AI generated, so we could, if we want to, make a correlation to where if we got caught in the Matrix, that is what the Matrix would make your steak look like.
That's very well said, actually.
And it would taste like chicken.
Oh my God! Can you imagine that movie? Like redo the Matrix, but it's ChatGPT 3 that's doing all of the.
God damn. The movie.
How hilarious would that world be?
I haven't seen the latest one. You know, the latest Matrix.
No.
Was it nothing value in it?
No. Watch the Matrix, Matrix Reloaded, Animatrix, and Revolution. You're done.
Yeah, I agree with that. Animatrix is pretty good.
I agree with that. Yeah.
All right, I got to get rid of this guy because it's making me sick. Thinking of all those delicious steaks that don't have ketchup.
That's sacrilege.
It's got like a lobster top, skin top with steak in the. It's an abomination.
It's a dog steak.
An abomination.
All right, now this one's not as controversial, I guess. Syrup on breakfast sausage, like your sausage links. You ever do that?
Oh, hell yeah.
I do that.
Okay.
Some people think it's gross. I've heard people say it's gross.
No.
It's gross. But you do this when you're at the Holiday Inn and you had to stay the night there because you're stuck in Austin after a concert. You had a long night. You're shitting your guts out. You drank too much and you're having to eat Holiday Inn sausages. And you're like, the only way I can handle this is with their little fucking thing of syrup.
We had pancakes.
That and those eggs they have.
Or you get waffles, and then you put the sausage on the waffle and bacon, whatever you got on that plate, and then you pour a little bit of that stuff on it and smash the other waffle and just eat it like a burger.
Oh, you're making me want some chicken and waffles right now.
Chicken and waffles, that's another one I should have put on here because that's a weird one.
Hot sauce and honey, you're welcome. Yes, every time.
I know that it's like a thing, and it's not even much of a controversial thing, but chicken and waffles is not my thing. Sorry, that's like a weird Yankee thing.
I've never had. Where does cat fit into this?
Do you see those patties?
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the.
All right, that would have been funnier if it didn't have that 2-second black screen.
I was getting down, man.
Dude, that beat, man, it's got a beat.
It does. It kicks.
It kicks. So syrup on sausage. What about those eggs wrapped in all that shit? The egg that's what is that called? the English.
This reminds me of when I would go to the Old Country Buffet or Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, Old Country Buffet,
Old
man.
Country Buffet. Yeah, you get
That
points
thing-
on that one.
There's only like 2 left.
I know, right? It's like Shoney's. It's going downhill. But
Ponchos.
so, you know, they would give you that little bottle of Cracker Barrel syrup, you know, and you got to undo it yourself. And you would swap up everything with that last sausage. You wouldn't do it with the biscuit. You would do it with the sausage.
That's
I
what
don't
they're
disagree
for.
with that.
It's like tortillas on like Mexican dishes. You know, you can make yourself a little taco, but that's for mopping up all the extra
Damn
stuff.
straight. Clean that plate.
Yep.
I didn't
I'm a
mean to
total
make that rhyme.
bird,
I'm
man.
sorry.
I'm a total bird, man. Bring the chicken and waffles. Is that an East Coast thing? It wasn't a big thing in Texas. I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah,
till
I
was
never
in my
heard about
20s.
it till
Oh, dude.
And then
you
they
guys,
make
everything down
Pringles,
here is like
right?
steak.
You guys been to Popeyes, right?
I mean, maybe once in my
Popeyes,
life.
Church's Chicken, Bojangles, something.
Churches is awesome. I love churches.
We got
Those honey
KFC
biscuits
here.
are badass.
No,
Yeah, but
KFC doesn't
and
count.
pizza.
They've
Yeah,
watered
what's
that.
that?
Chick.
Is it
Golden
Grandy's or something?
No,
Golden
yeah,
Chick.
Golden
Yeah,
Chick.
we got.
But
I like Golden
anytime you get some fried chicken now, I swear on it. Who's a relative I'd swear a grave on?
I don't think I
swear
saw
on my dead
waffles.
relatives. I swear on my dead relatives, if you put honey and hot sauce on your fried chicken, you will never go back. 100%.
I will vouch for honey and hot sauce. I make egg.
kinda-
I make like an
I'm kind
egg
of curious
with
why
that.
that's not a thing, like on its own. Like why there isn't a jar of honey hot sauce.
You know, in Japan they have this egg thing where they just take the eggs and they whip it and everything with honey and hot sauce, and it makes them like this weird orange color. It's actually really good. I made some.
They like to mix in their turtle hearts with that.
Yeah, the cats and dogs. I gotta put that on the playlist.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I can't believe I forgot this again, but we don't even have our music playing, our epic music. I'm gonna hit play just to have
How
some
dare
music.
you?
Sorry,
We're
everybody.
gonna finish strong.
Yeah, you know me, I'm a boomer, and we're in the last 18 minutes. We're gonna
Hammer it home.
Hammer it home. Banner. What am I doing? I'm clicking on the wrong links. All right. What is that egg thing? The English have weird food, dude. What is that thing where they wrap the egg and the sausage and the thing and the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
But I can't remember the name of it. It's a, I don't know. And egg in a nest. That's another weird one.
They call it an omelet, Peter.
That's what we call it. A Scotch
bob.
egg. Scotch egg right there.
Scotch egg.
Well, I mean, you're starting off
Yeah.
right.
Scotched eggs. Yeah, right. If you get
Is there a rum egg?
which you got to get the scotch into the egg. Get the scotch into the egg, and then you wrap it in sausage.
That's
the best,
how we do.
everybody
We celebrate
agrees.
Christmas like that. That's how we make eggnog.
Yeah, buddy.
Eggnog. That itself might even end up on a list because some people just think eggnog is the most disgusting thing ever.
It's so
I,
good.
I freaking love eggnog.
Dude, Southern Comfort Old Spice. Put a little fireball in it. Ooh,
Yeah,
buddy.
I can see that. All right, here we go. Cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
I like cilantro on
I
a lot
like
of
it.
different
It can be
things.
overpowering on any dish. You got to
So-
go.
I
light.
put it on everything.
I put it on a lot of stuff, even like Bloody Marys.
You know what's funny about that though? Love cilantro. We put it on everything. I cannot keep enough of that stuff around. Don't like coriander, which is just cilantro seeds.
Well, that's like green onions and those onion bulbs. Like, I don't ever eat the bulbs. I'd rather just eat an onion.
That's where you get your chives from.
Yeah, that's for chives. I got them in the backyard, and I love them, man. I got so many chives back there.
Hell yeah.
Renfest breakfast.
Yes.
Renfest breakfast staple.
Yes.
You know what I get? Are you talking about Renaissance Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they got these sausages. That's where I learned that sauerkraut does go on a hot dog. It's from going to the Texas Renaissance Festival in Houston. You go into that German place and they have these what are they calling the sausages? It's not a hot dog. It's a bratwurst.
I don't know. My
bratwurst.
takeaway is brats are good. So I spend time up in Wisconsin every summer with the family, and yeah, we get to do big old fat brats at baseball games. That is glorious.
Taking cilantro and chopping it up with some onion, that's good on almost everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
it's one step away from pico de gallo, but so I don't know. I hear people saying cilantro needs to be stripped from the face of the earth.
It can be very overpowering in any dish. You need to be light on it.
You know what's really good? You take cilantro and you dice it, obviously, and you put it with some diced garlic, minced garlic. You put it in a 50-50 split mayonnaise, sour cream, and you mix it all together. It's called cilantro mayo. Cilantro mayo. It's freaking delicious on a burger or on a sandwich or a po' boy. One of the best recipes ever.
Hell yeah.
And I stole that recipe from somebody, and now I just blasted it on the internet. So everybody make it. Go make $1 million off that recipe.
Yeah, that restaurant just died.
Oh, did it? Good. All right. Next up on our list, the pink sauce. Has anyone tried the pink sauce?
I'm familiar with the story on this one. I didn't. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to put pink anything on my food.
This kind of leads me to the next thing I was going to bring up, but before we get to that, I will not ever try pink sauce. Man, I'm glad I didn't, but apparently it was made by this lady who never even got it FDA approved or tested or anything. She was selling it to Walmart without it ever being approved, and all the labeling on the back was bogus because every recipe, it was always different. The recipe was changed depending on, I don't know.
And it was only pink for a week or two, and then after that, the color would change to an off brown.
So Texas Beast never heard of the pink sauce. Pink sauce was a TikTok rage a few years ago. Yeah. Everybody was putting it on everything and just raving about it like crazy. And apparently, as you can see here, they put on chicken, and it kind of spawned a trend, I think. I think pink sauce is the trend of putting weird neon-colored sauces on shit.
So and then it died off just like their clients.
She got sued. I think she got sued, and now she's trying to keep her business afloat or trying to sell it or something.
Damn.
The ingredients in the pink sauce need to be refrigerated, and they were on the shelves in stores. So if your pink sauce was on the shelf for longer than a couple days, it would go bad. And
so you're saying that it doesn't have any preservatives in it like everything else does?
Yeah, I guess so. That too.
That's why they sued her, because it was actually natural.
And she never got it. She never got it tested or approved or anything like that. I don't know how you get to the point where it's on the Walmart shelves and it never went through any kind of process.
That makes you question some of the other stuff on their shelves.
Yep.
That kind of does.
And their clientele and their customer base. I shop at Walmart, but
have you ever looked at the meat at Walmart? It looks like it's 3D printed, and I don't like buying it. It all looks and
they have the biggest discounts on meat though.
Well, yeah, that's why it's not real meat. You ever get chicken? And not everybody knows this, but you ever get chicken breasts, not the frozen ones, even though I'm sure it's the same thing. That's all just meat, chicken meat stuffed into a sack. Did you know that, Jake?
I don't buy chicken anymore.
All the chicken breasts, that's all. It's like that weird shape. You can cut the sack open and all the little meat pieces come out of it. That's Walmart. That's everywhere, but
that's where
Walmart. You can see it. You can.
It was just at one point I cooked some chicken thighs from Walmart one night, 6 months ago. And I ate it, and I was just like, this just does not taste like any other chicken that I've ever had. This is not satiating. It doesn't taste right. So I immediately stopped buying chicken. I only buy beef now.
That's not bad. I don't blame you for only wanting to buy beef. Because, but chicken, I do like chicken. I like to, marinate it in ranch dressing before I either bake it or grill it. I like to grill it, but damn, it makes a mess. But it's delicious. But, I like chicken.
It might just be Walmart's chicken because I don't buy chicken from Kroger or Publix or anything. I only buy beef at this point.
I like to go to HEB. We have HEBs here, and man, their meat market is like, they're good, dude. They got good meat in there. And Walmart,
I'll agree with that.
In fact, Walmart should have it should be on this list of taboo.
Just Walmart.
Yeah, just anything from Walmart.
Just the yellow spark.
Yeah. Yeah, rolling back on our prices and safety standards. So this pink sauce led to another thing.
Q&A.
Gold chicken. I don't know if the which came first, the gold or the pink or the egg, like the chicken or the egg. There's a restaurant that sells 24 karat gold plated chicken, and it's like a buffalo sauce or something. It's like $100 something, or no, it's like $1,000 or something a plate.
It's like a social experiment is what it is. Like, just how stupid can Americans be?
Like, how much can we get off of people, like rich people or whatever? Because it was on some TV show. It was one of those TLC food shows where I first heard about it. And,
I like that they got the little dish of Hidden Valley on the that fancy little plate with it.
I don't even want to know what that is. What do you put on gold chicken? What sauce would you even put on that? And you know what? After looking at that, I can imagine what they use. I mean, look at it. That ain't hot sauce, bro.
No,
I'll tell you exactly what you put on it. You put your self-respect all over it. You just drizzle it all over it.
And your hopes and dreams, because you're not going to be able to afford it anymore after that plate of food. You just
sorry.
What?
Sorry, daughter of mine. We can't afford a little sedan for you to drive and learn how to drive on because Daddy had some gold chicken.
Oh, you know what? Texas Beast has a good point. Why didn't they think of this? That sauce should have been chrome silver, and they should have used mercury.
Speaking my language.
Yeah, right.
I love me some mercury.
I actually like chrome. I'm obsessed with chrome, dude. I love chrome. And you're right. Screw gold. I would buy chrome chicken all day long. But if you got
a restaurant where you go into a KFC, get yourself some chicken, and then after you walk out, they spray your teeth with some chrome paint.
Yeah. I want a blood bank. Where's my blood bank?
You can ride the Valhalla.
I was telling Megan, I was like, you know what? I don't see myself in my food enough. You need some chrome.
Right? I want to see myself in the reflection of my food.
Because
I don't know about this, man. Gold chicken.
All day.
It better taste
good.
That
food to sparkle.
Again, they had better use the best damn recipe. It's like a buffalo sauce, or maybe they should use like hot. Like, what is the hottest pepper? That Carolina Reaper.
Oh yeah, no pepper.
Like, you want gold chicken, you're gonna pay for it, and more ways than one.
Oh yeah,
Chrome dipping sauce would be cool though. Totally. All right.
I can guarantee that's only 3 ounces of meat right there.
Yeah, they don't even look appetizing. Like, that's a good.
No, that's not satiating.
Have you seen those commercials for the gold coins where they're like, it's solid gold plated coins for $39.99, but only for a limited time? This is the exact same thing that you're getting. I bet it tastes like a penny.
You can get those made.
It up with chocolate.
Right? It almost looks like there's going to be chocolate in there. I don't know, man. That makes, how expensive is your shit afterwards? You're just literally flushing money down the toilet.
Tell you what, if I shit gold, I'm selling it.
Bragging about it like that's going on TikTok.
I heard about people mining the sewers of New York for gold.
This is why.
You know what they should do? They should siphon out all the drugs out of it. I'm sure they get more money. All right. And then there's chocolate-covered bacon.
Oh, look at
another sweet and savory or whatever, salty. This one came out of, I remember seeing this one about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Yeah, it was about 10, 15. Anyways, and I thought that was a disgusting idea. I have tried chocolate-covered bacon. And while I would rather just have regular bacon, chocolate-covered bacon is not bad. Bacon jerky, too.
I'll take
butterscotch. This is not for me. This is not my style. But I will say, no, I haven't. But I will say there are exactly 0 recipes that I have had with. there's one recipe that I have had historically with bacon that was absolutely awful. The success ratio of bacon to food says that bacon's going to win this conversation.
Is it the meat shake?
It was the meat shake.
Yes! Woo!
Yeah.
Meat shake for the win.
Peter is the trauma on Stanley's food.
It was not even the worst shake he ever made me.
No. In fact, well, it's a toss-up between the potato shake and the salad shake.
It is a
ranch
toss-up.
dressing.
With ranch
That
dressing.
potato shake was bad. Like, we didn't even cook the potato.
Yeah.
Didn't I? No,
It was awful.
It was just straight up potato and milk.
And the shit about it too was like,
It was
because
bad.
it's a milkshake, like you take a taste out of it and the immediate thing is like milkshake. Okay, so your body is accepting and it allows this in. And then the potato hits you from the diaphragm.
Yeah, and then it goes all the way up, and then the food follows right after that flavor. Potato shakes were bad, and actually, they probably could have made us really sick thinking about it.
Yeah,
You're supposed to cook potatoes. Don't ever do a potato shake, everybody.
Definitely got your
That.
start.
Salad shake, on the other hand, is delicious. Mwah.
No.
You gotta add
Tasted like
the
Hidden
ranch
Valley.
dressing. it was pretty gross. A blonde for work got me to try bacon and chocolate products. How can you turn that down? That's
By
I think
being a brunette.
kind of think of
Wholeheartedly
it.
agree.
A woman is what got me to try bacon, chocolate covered bacon. So,
A
I think
lady.
there's a thing here. A conspiracy is afoot.
It's always ladies guiding you down the path of unrighteousness.
That's how like 99% of this entire conversation happened. Was some lady somewhere was like, I bet I can get this dipshit to put the bacon on the bottom of his burger.
You know
Yep.
what? Actually, it was a lady that started this whole stream. When I was in Port Aransas, we went to that burger place, which was not a good burger place. I'm sorry. Those burgers were like not very good. I mean, they were acceptable burgers. However, the meat was on the wrong side, and I was thinking to myself, this is not right. There's something wrong here. I can't quite. And I thought about it all the way back home to Waco. I thought about it, and I figured it out. It was the placement of everything was part of it. Everybody's
The meat itself wasn't. I had a grilled chicken salad, and that grilled chicken was like grilled to death. It was.
That's not that it was. The burgers weren't bad. They were just. You go to Port Aransas and you want to go to a fancy burger place. You expect to get some kind of fancy burger.
Fish.
It wasn't.
Seafood.
Yeah, you go get seafood, right? But we had the kids, and the kids wanted burgers, so we were like, let's go try out a burger. They do have some really good seafood restaurants over there. Like, you can never go wrong with Snoopy's, man. Snoopy's rocks.
Yeah, Doc's is good.
And Doc's is good too. So if you ever make your way down to Port Aransas or Flower Bluff in that area, Corpus Christi, Snoopy's, go to there. It's worth it. Get the sampler. It's amazing. Everybody agrees. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? You got any more? I think this is the last one that I had. Yep, that was the last one I had on my list.
Huh.
It was a good list. It made it all the way to the end.
You know, when the cicada pandemic came out just a couple months ago, I was like, and suddenly people are going to start trying to make dishes out of all these cicadas. And I meant it as a joke. I meant it as a fucking joke. And not 3 days later, somebody made a fucking journalist page blogging about somebody trying to make chocolate-covered cicadas or cicadas in your, I don't know, some kind of Tai Chi fucking bowl and just...
I don't know what you would do with bugs. There's got to be something that you can do, like crickets. I know, or people eat crickets.
Chocolate-covered.
You make pink slime out of them.
No.
Yeah, Jello, like those jelly cakes, like in that movie.
The
movie with the Snowpiercer.
Not Snowpiercer. That's the one.
Oh yeah,
that's what's coming. And I try it, but I don't eat that every day.
I bet they make a decent little granola bar. Honestly, I don't want them. I don't eat granola bars, but I bet they go fine in there.
Damn hippies.
Yeah. I don't think it, damn, yeah.
Oh man, hey guys, it is on the hour. It's been a fun show. I had a good conversation.
yeah.
I was a little worried it was just going to be like
Yeah.
you're like, it's food, dude. We're talking comic
Yeah.
books and video
Yeah.
games and movies. No, this is on the list of things we have to talk about.
Yeah, and any naysayer out there that says you can't take an hour for any kind of conversation, go fuck yourself. We just did.
Go kick the pineapple off your pizza and fuck off.
Yeah, everybody, make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. And we'll catch you next time whenever the
Now get out! And I'll tell you when I want you back!